Tsimikas played against Brighton. Robertson was an unused sub. I think Slot's come out and pretty much reassured Robertson that he's still number one left back choice, but Tsimikas' underlying numbers are pretty good compared to Robertson's this year. It's been simmering under the surface for a little bit of time, the left back situation and whether Liverpool need to strengthen there. Do you think Robertson's position as, certain first choice left back is less secure than ever now?
I think it should be on the basis of performances, and I think this manager has shown, so far that he will pick on form. For example, he starts the season with Quanta at centre half, doesn't he? Because what he's seen in pre-season he likes, and then gets to half time of that game against Ipswich and changes it, and then Canate keeps the shirt. And since then we've seen Joe Gomez maybe jump up the centre half pecking order. We've seen competition between Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai. Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo got Gakpo starting against Brighton again after his goal. So he will pick on form, and I just think if you look at it on the basis of form, then Kostas Tsimikas would deserve to be there. I would say on form at the moment that Tsimikas should be ahead of Robertson, because I think Robertson's just struggling a little bit. Whether that is, as the manager kind of alluded to, that lack of pre-season is really hurting him, or whether it's just kind of age catching up with him after 8 years of a phenomenal performance. It could well be that, but I do think Tsimikas is looking more secure and comfortable and offering more threat going forward, and also looking more defensively secure. And so really, if the manager does stick to his principles of picking on form, then for me it should be Tsimikas in that slot.
And do you think that area needs to be a bit of a priority in the upcoming transfer windows to fix?
Absolutely. It has to be a position that Liverpool sign in either in January or in the summer. I mean, I feel the likelihood of them signing someone there in January is quite low, just because they've got 2 on the books, and Liverpool don't tend to really stockpile players in that way. They would probably like to get someone out the door before they sign someone else, but it has to be addressed for me. There's a lot of good options out there, even just in the Premier League, if you look at them. I mean, I'm thinking Kirkes at Bournemouth, Anthony Robertson at Fulham, Ait Nouri at Wolves. There's some really, really good left backs out there who are good age, good profile, really good attackers and can defend as well. Really good combination. What they are basically is kind of Robertson when he first joined Liverpool. And so, I just think with Robertson, I think we've probably seen the best of him in a Liverpool shirt, which you kind of feel sad to say, but he's been unbelievable, as I say, for 8 years pretty much, and it was an absolutely bargain signing. But it just, age catches up with everyone, and I think it's particularly brutal in the fullback position, because you've got to be up and down, and if you lose a yard, it's just so easy to see that. And I do feel that we're seeing that with Robertson. I mean, hopefully he proves me wrong and kind of roars back and has a better season from this point onwards, and it is just that pre-season element that's costing. But for me, I think regardless, I really think it's an area Liverpool need to address, because you could say that Tsimikas can step up and be that first choice, but for me, he's always been a really solid backup, but I'm not sure he's not going to touch Robertson's level at his peak. And so for me, that's what Liverpool should be aiming for, is someone who's just about to hit that level. And like I say, there's a lot of good options out there that they could look at, and I think it's something they should look at in the next 2 transfer windows, certainly.